Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel from North London to Wembley here. Today we're diving into Matchday 3 of the UEFA Champions League 2025-26. I'll be giving you all 18 of my predictions first, followed by what you guys voted for in the community poll, some massive games this week, and yes, I'll be talking about Monaco versus Tottenham in detail. Let's get into it. Barcelona are back at their Estadi Olympic Luis Companies and looking to bounce back after a tough 2-1 loss to PSG. Despite injuries to Lewandowski, Olmo and Gavi, they still have Rashford, Yamal and Pedri firing. Olympiacos, meanwhile, are winless and goalless in the group stage and have lost their last 11 UCL group matches. With Flick's side desperate to build momentum before El Clasico, I see a dominant win here. This is a battle between two debutants. Kairat have the worst defensive record in the tournament, conceded 9 goals in 2 games. Paphos, on the other hand, are unbeaten away and have shown defensive discipline, especially in their draw with Olympiacos. Both teams are desperate for points, and I expect a tense, low-scoring draw. Arsenal are flying, 2 wins, 4 goals scored, none conceded. They've won 11 straight UCL home games without conceding. Atletico have been solid but shaky away from home, failing to win any of their last 5 road games. With Saka, Martinelli and Rice in form and Arteta chasing Arsenal's 100th UCL win, I'm backing a clean sheet and a comfortable win. Leverkusen are unbeaten at home in Europe since 2022, but they're missing key players like Schick, Palacios and Vasquez. PSG, meanwhile, are on a 5-game UCL win streak and just beat Barcelona. Ramos, Barkla and Kvaratskhelia are in form, and I think they'll edge this one despite Leverkusen's strong home record. Copenhagen are struggling, winless in 3 and leaking goals. Dortmund, on the other hand, have scored 8 in 2 UCL games and are looking sharp despite a recent loss to Bayern. Guirassy and Brandt are in form, and I expect Dortmund to exploit Copenhagen's defensive issues. Newcastle bounced back from a tough opener with a 4-0 win over Union SG. Gordon and Woltemade are on fire, and St James's Park is a fortress. Benfica are winless and Mourinho hasn't found the right formula yet. With Newcastle's intensity and home crowd, I see them edging this one. PSV have only 1 point but are unbeaten in 5 domestically. Napoli are missing Højlund, Lukaku and Politano, which weakens their attack. PSV's defensive issues persist, but they're strong at home. I expect goals from both sides, but a draw feels right given Napoli's injury list. Union SG were thrashed 4-0 by Newcastle and now face an Inter side with 10 clean sheets in their last 11 UCL games. Lautaro is joint top scorer in the competition and Boni is stepping up in Thuram's absence. Union SG will fight, but Inter's quality and form should be too much. City haven't won away in Europe in over a year, but Haaland is back to his best with 12 goals in 8 games. Villarreal are unbeaten at home but have failed to beat English sides in their last 8 attempts. With Cherki and Marmoush returning, City's attack should be too strong. Bilbao are struggling in Europe but strong at home. Karabag have surprised everyone with wins over Benfica and Copenhagen, but they've never beaten a Spanish side. With Nico Williams back and the San Mamés crowd behind them, I'm backing Bilbao to get their first win. Galatasaray come into this match with renewed confidence after a stunning 1-0 win over Liverpool. They've now won 4 straight European home games and are unbeaten in their last 5 matches overall. Mauro Icardi and Ilkay Gundogan are leading the charge, and their pressing style under Okan Buruk has overwhelmed visiting teams. Bodo Glimt are unbeaten in the group, but have drawn both games 2-2, included a missed penalty against Spurs. They're strong in possession but vulnerable in transition, especially away from home. With Gala's fortress-like form at Rams Park, I'm backing a solid home win. Atalanta bounced back from a 4-0 loss to PSG with a gritty 2-1 win over Club Brugge. They've only lost once in their last 8 European matches and are unbeaten at home this season. Slavia Prague, meanwhile, haven't won a Champions League match since 2007 and have lost 8 of their last 12 against Italian sides. They've also failed to score in 4 straight away games in Europe. With Scamacca returning and Palisic in form, I expect Atalanta to control the game and keep a clean sheet. Bayern are flying under Vincent Kompany, unbeaten in all competitions and coming off a classical win over Dortmund. Harry Kane has 19 goals already this season, including 4 in the Champions League. Bayern have scored 8 goals in their first 2 UCL games and are unbeaten in their last 35 home group stage matches. Club Brugge are missing key players like Mignolet and Reece, and while they've shown attacking intent, They've only won once in the last 16 away games against German sides. This should be a routine win for Bayern. Chelsea are unbeaten in their last 15 home UCL group stage games and have won 3 straight in all competitions. Despite injuries to Palmer and Colwill, they've looked sharp under Maresca, with Estevao and Caicedo stepping up. Ajax, on the other hand, are bottom of the group with 0 points and 0 goals. They've conceded 6 in 2 games and are winless in the last 6 overall. With Weghorst leading a struggling attack, I expect Chelsea to dominate and keep a clean sheet. Frankfurt are exciting but chaotic. They beat Galatasaray 5-1 and then lost 5-1 to Atletico. Jonathan Bacard is in great form, but their defence is leaky. Liverpool have had a rough patch, losing 4 straight, including a 1-0 defeat to Galatasaray. However, Ekitike against his old club, Salah and Szoboszlai offer enough firepower to break down Frankfurt's backline. With Frankfurt's high-scoring style and Liverpool's need to bounce back, I expect a tight but decisive win for the Reds. As a Spurs fan, this one's tough. We're unbeaten in the Champions League this season, but injuries to Romero, Maddison and Udogie are a concern. Monaco are also under new management and haven't kept a clean sheet all season. They drew 2-2 with Man City thanks to a late Eric Dyer penalty, but Dyer is now injured. With Richarlison and Simmons leading the line, I think we'll score, but Monaco's attacking depth and home form make this a tricky tie. I'll go with a draw, but hope we sneak it late. Real Madrid are top of La Liga and have won both UCL games, including a 5-0 thrashing of Kairat. Mbappe is the competition's top scorer with 5 goals and Vinicius is back in form. Juventus have drawn both games and are winless in 6 overall. They've only won 1 of their last 11 away UCL games and are missing Bremer and Cable. With Madrid's home dominance and Juve's inconsistency, I expect a comfortable win for Los Blancos. Sporting are strong at home, unbeaten in the last 3 and scoring 8 goals in that run. They beat Kairat 4-1 but lost narrowly to Napoli. Marseille are in great form, winning 5 straight and thrashing Ajax 4-0. However, they've lost 11 of their last 12 away UCL games and have injury concerns with Kondogbia, Gori and Traore. Aubameyang and Greenwood are dangerous, but I think Sporting's home edge will be enough to get the win. Now, let's take a look at what you guys predicted in the community poll. Some interesting choices here. Barcelona, 86%, draw, 0%, Olympiacos, 14%, Kairat, 0%, draw, 50%, Paphos, 50%, Arsenal, 100%, draw, 0%, Atletico Madrid, 0%, Leverkusen, 0%, draw, 0%, PSG, 100%, Copenhagen, 0%, draw, 0%, Dortmund, 100%, Newcastle, 100%, draw, 0%, Benfica, 0%, PSV, 0%, draw, 0%, Napoli, 100%, Union SG, 0%, draw, 0%, Inter is 100%, Villarreal, 0%, draw, 0%, Man City, 100%, Bilbao, 10%, draw, 0%, Karabakh, 90%, Galatasaray, 78%, draw, 11%, Bodo Glimt, 11%, Atalanta, 100%, draw, 0%, Slavia Prague, 0%, Bayern, 100%, draw, 0%, Club Brugge, 0%, Chelsea, 83%, draw, 17%, Ajax, 0%, Frankfurt, 0%, draw, 33%, Liverpool, 67%, Monaco, 0%, draw, 0%, Tottenham, 100%, Real Madrid is 100%, draw, 0%, Juventus, 0%, Sporting, 50%, draw, 0%, Marseille, 50%. Some bold picks here, especially the fullbacking for Arsenal, PSG, Inter and Newcastle, and I love the confidence for Spurs. That wraps up my Matchday 3 predictions. Let me know in the comments which ones you agree with and which ones you think I've got totally wrong. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss Europa League predictions tomorrow and Conference League predictions on Wednesday. Come on, you Spurs.